Welcome back everybody for another episode of Fallout 4. We're going to continue on with the main story. We're going to now discuss our findings with Nick. Let's just read quickly what was the last thing we just did. Let's see. Shaun is in the hands of the Institute. I need to find this place and rescue my son, but in order to do that, I'm going to need some help. I need to talk to Nick Valentine to see what he knows. So let's go back into his little office and figure out from there.
Nikki, I'm just asking for your opinion. Would be a great quote.
He's my client, Piper. Why don't you learn not to snoop on a man's private affairs?
Well, speak of the devil.
You're back. And not with your son. What happened?
Where to begin? You were right. It's your fault. I was too late. You were right.
You were right, Nick. Kellogg did have my son. But that wasn't all. He was working with the Institute. He gave them Shaun.
The Institute? Oh, boy.
I'm sorry, friend. Truly. That makes things considerably more complicated.
He ain't kidding. Heck, Nick's a synth, and even he doesn't know how to get in.
No synth does. Security protocols strip those memories out.
Don't know anything. Bullshit, sarcastic. I need a way.
I need to find a way.
I've been investigating these creeps for over a year now. The Commonwealth's boogeyman. Feared and hated by everyone.
True enough.
Sometimes they snatch people in the middle of the night, and sometimes they leave old synths behind to remind us that they're out there, but to this day, there's one thing nobody really knows.
Where the Institute actually is. Or how to get in.
Exactly. But there's one person who has to know, right? The guy who just handed them Shaun.
Kellogg? Huh.
Kellogg, reading my mind. He had access.
A man like that would have had access. In and out.
Yeah, but I'm guessing he wasn't the surrender and talk type, was he?
He's in hell. Other ideas. He's dead.
He's dead, Nick.
So, a murderer and a kidnapper gets his brains blown out by an avenging parent. Huh. Be a great ending if we didn't still have the biggest mystery in the Commonwealth to solve.
I regret it. I had no choice.
He wasn't gonna talk. Even if I had a way of bringing him in alive.
Gets his brains blown out. Huh. His brains. You know, we may not need the man at all.
You're talking crazy here, Nick. Got a fault in the old subroutines?
Look, there's a place in Goodneighbor called the Memory Den. Relive the past moments in your mind as clear as the day they happened. If anyone could get a dead brain to sing, it'll be Dr. Amari, the mind behind the memories.
Dr.
Who's
Amari.
this Dr. Amari?
I'll let her give you her life story in person. Let's stay focused. I guess we're gonna need a piece of Kellogg's brain. Enough gray matter to bring to Amari and find out if this is going to work.
Jesus, Nick. Gross. Seriously?
I know it's grisly, but what choice do we have? We got no leads, nothing. That old Merc's brain just might have all the secrets we need to know.
Well, I think I already have something.
Actually, I think I already have something. Kellogg had this thing attached to his head.
Cybernetics, huh? We may have just won the lottery.
Whether we're riding this crazy brain train or not, we can't all go running across the Commonwealth, so... who's coming with you?
I have to go to the Memory Den either way, if I'm going to introduce you to Amari. But if you want to head there together, just say so.
I'm gonna keep curious.
I already have someone with me. I'll meet you there, Nick.
All right. See you at the den. Don't worry. We're gonna get your boy back. Just a few more steps.
Well, you two are out. I'm gonna do some more research. I'll be at the public if you need me.
Hey, Piper.
You know, The Institute has a lot of enemies. The Minutemen tangled with them once. The Railroad still does. I've even got some notes on the two guys. The Brotherhood of Steel.
Oh, wow. Okay, let's start off with the Brotherhood of
That
Steel.
Brotherhood airship is hard to miss.
The Brotherhood of Steel doesn't do subtle. From what I've heard, they take whatever they want. Especially if it's high tech. They just might have the muscle to give the Institute a run for their money, but they're... let's just say they have their own agenda.
I agree. Let's see the
You
railroad.
said something about the railroad.
Supposedly, they help runaway synths escape the Institute, but they're secretive. Ultra paranoid. The only thing I have is a rumor. A code phrase. Follow the Freedom Trail.
Alright, and the
Tell me
Minutemen.
about the Minutemen.
You know that group you rescued and conquered? As far as I know, they're the last Minutemen left in the Commonwealth. They used to be a volunteer army, dedicated to protecting friends, family, and neighbors. Sounds soft, but they were a real thing at one point.
Alright, cool.
I should get going.
All right.
Alright, cool. So we actually got a little bit for everybody. Is that the way out? Oh, let's talk to this chick.
Ms. Perkins.
Nick's not the type to turn someone away, but he's only one person. So sometimes things just pile up.
Now, apparently now we have to go to Goodneighbor.
Let me know if there's anything I can do to lighten the load. Or, you know, if you need anything too, Fred.
Piper.
Heading my way?
Not right now.
You know what? Never mind.
You know where to find me.
Of course I do, Piper. Piper, get out of the way. Alright, so now we are going... Actually, we have no idea where I'm going. Here it is. Goodneighbor. I never discovered this place. I guess we're going to Old Corner Bookstore, which is the only thing closest to this location. I think I have this gun. No idea what I did with it. I think I put it in storage. Taking an awful long time to load in. All right. What the heck is shooting at me? Oh, there you. I see. Let's take out good old 50 caliber. Oh, there you are. Go away. Oh, who's the other douchebag that's shooting at me? Come on. There we go. Alright, that takes care of that. Go back to my nice little 9mm. Oh. I have to go in there. I kind of forgot. I kind of really forgot about that place. Hey, doggy. Stuck on the... Some meat? Yes, sir. Nah, you don't need a coroner for a dog. Fury, come on now. Let's see. It's a little... Frames are going all over the place. Guess it's trying to load in a lot of things in this area. Alright, here we are. Good old Goodneighbor. Alright.
Hey, hold up there. First time in Goodneighbor? You can't go walking around without insurance.
Insurance.
Insurance?
That's right. Insurance. Personal protection, like. You hand over everything you got in them pockets, or accidents start happening to you. Big, bloody accidents.
Someone steps through the gate the first time, they're a guest. You lay off that extortion crap. Good to see you again, Nick.
Hancock?
What do you care? He ain't one of us.
No love for your mayor, Finn? I said let him go.
Soft, Hancock. You keep letting outsiders walk all over us. One day, there'll be a new mayor.
Come on, man. This is me we're talking about. Let me tell you something.
Oh, snap.
Now, why'd you have to go and say that, huh? Breaking my heart over here. You all right, brother?
Yeah.
I'm fine. Thanks for taking care of him.
Good. Now, don't let this incident taint your view of our little community. Good neighbors of the people, for the people. You feel me? Everyone's welcome.
Definitely feel you.
Yeah, I feel you.
Good. You stay cool, and you'll be part of the neighborhood. So long as you remember who's in charge.
Alright, so it seems like Hancock is the one in charge of this place.
A new player in Goodneighbor. Hello, little pawn. Welcome to our fun and games.
Little pawn. Alright.
Whoever this Brotherhood of Steel is, I'm not
Alright.
buying that we come in peace.
Where am I going? Oh, where it says memory den.
Steel better stay out of Goodneighbor.
Hey, what's up with everyone here dressed up like old school gangsters? And then Hancock sounds like and looks like a pirate, but has a name from like the Declaration of Independence. All right.
Well, Mr. Valentine, I thought you had forgotten about little old me.
May have walked out of the den, Irma, but I'd never walk out on you.
Amari's downstairs, you big flirt.
Let's see. I'm assuming she's.
Here for Amari, she's downstairs.
Actually, I'm more
Hey,
interested.
Irma.
Who are you?
Whatever you and Nick are up to, I don't need to know. Just don't let the big metal softy hurt himself, all right?
All right. Seems like Curious is demolishing everything as she goes along. Burnt textbook. Please stand by. All right, let's go downstairs. Good old Nick.
Dr. Amari?
Yes? Wait, I know you. You're on the railroad. What's this all about?
Let Nick
This
explain.
one's all yours, Nick.
We need a memory dig, Amari, but it's not going to be easy. The perp, Kellogg, is already cold on the floor.
Are you two mad? Putting aside the fact that you're asking me to defile a corpse, you don't realize that the memory simulators require intact, living brains to function.
So what now, Sarkaz? Please help us?
Please. Nick told me you're the only one who can make this work.
This dead brain had inside knowledge of the Institute, Amari. The biggest scientific secret of the Commonwealth. You need this, and so do we.
Fine. I'll take a look. But no guarantees. Do you have it with you?
Here you go.
Here's what I could find.
What's this? This isn't a brain. This is... Wait. That's the hippocampus. And this thing attached to it? A neural interface?
Those circuits look awfully familiar.
I'm not surprised. From what I've seen, all Institute technology has a similar architecture.
Go on.
Go on, Doctor.
Mr. Valentine is an older generation synth. But Institute technology being what it is, the brain implant could fit him. But that's an incredible risk to take. We're talking about wiring something to his brain.
Don't worry about me, Amari. I'm well past the warranty date anyway.
Thanks,
I
Nick.
appreciate this, Nick.
You can thank me when we've found your son. All right, let's do this.
Whenever you're ready, Mr. Valentine, just sit down.
If I start cackling like an old grizzled mercenary, pull me out, okay?
Let's see here.
Oh, I just
I need
realized
you to keep talking to me, Mr. Valentine.
she might be the one that actually probably helps out Kiri too.
Are you feeling any different?
So
There's a lot of flashes.
come back for that storyline for this one.
I can't make sense of any of it, Doc.
That's what I was afraid of. The mnemonic impressions are encoded. It appears the Institute has one last failsafe. There's a lock on the memories in the implant.
Way to break
Tell
it.
me you have a way past this, Doc.
Let me think. The encryption is too strong for a single mind. But what if we use two? We load both you and Mr. Valentine into the memory loungers. Run your cognitive functions in parallel. He'll act as a host, while your consciousness drives through whatever memories we can find.
Let's do it.
All right. Let's get started.
Just sit down over there, and keep your fingers crossed.
See you on the other side.
Hey, Valentine.
Sit down if you're ready. Let's do this.
Okay, guess we're not gonna talk to him a bit, but these ones get this started. Don't worry, Kiri. I'll be fine. Hopefully.
Initiating brainwave migration between the transplant and the host. Mnemonic activity coming from the transplant. It's degenerated, but it's there. We're going to load you into the strongest memories we can find. They might not be stable. Just hold on.
Okay. The bright light.
Can you hear me? Ah, good.
Right.
The simulation appears to be working, although the memories are quite fragmentary. I'll try to step you through the intact memories and hope we find one that gives us some clue to the Institute's location.
All right.
There.
Oh.
This is the earliest intact memory I can find. Remember, you are experiencing these memories as Kellogg. This may prove disorienting at first.
Access memory.
Mom knew how it was. She wasn't soft, but she loved me in her way. And she protected me from Dad. That cost her more than a few beatings. I never knew what happened to her after I left. I didn't want to know. Not then.
Okay. And the comic book, that's me.
I was such a dummy back then. What did I know about how the world worked? I think now she wanted me to kill him. I should have. Instead, I ended up running away. I told myself I wanted to find somewhere out from under the thumb of the NCR and all their rules. But really, I was running from the guilt of not protecting her from Dad. It doesn't matter now, though.
Wow.
What a joke.
Dad was either drunk or not around. I guess he must have run with one of the raider gangs, but I never really knew what he did. Don't know why Mom was with him. Maybe at some point in his life he wasn't a complete asshole.
What's it mean, Mom?
Dad was either drunk.
Nothing, Connie. People like to talk and hope someone else is going to keep them safe.
Teacher at school said the NCR would bring back the good old days. Like before the big war.
Don't you listen to that twaddle. I'm going to stop singing you if that's what they're teaching you.
I'm going out. Where the fuck did you put my boots?
Listen to me, Connie. You take this. You're old enough. You're the man of the family now. It's your job to protect us. Your father's useless, but you won't turn out like him. You're a good boy. And all that on the radio, all useless talk. The only thing that will protect you in this world is that gun in your hands. You need to learn to use it if you're going to survive.
I will, Mom. I promise. I won't let you down.
You've always been my good boy.
This doesn't seem to be what we're looking for.
Wow.
There appears to be another intact memory close to you in temporal sequence. There.
Oh.
Try that one.
Wrong way. Okay, so his dad was a drunken thing that used to beat up him and his mom. All right.
It's gonna be fine.
He's older.
But we don't know.
Baby.
Whatever made me think that a guy like me should have a daughter? No, I never deserved her. Not for 1 second.
Anybody here? And now with the baby?
And
Come
you're
on,
Sarah?
I was the worst thing that ever happened to her. If she'd never met me, she'd have stayed in the hub, maybe hooked up with someone who didn't kill people for a living. Probably been happier than she was with me. Almost certainly lived longer.
Wow.
The thing about happiness is you only know you had it when it's gone. I mean, you may think to yourself that you're happy, but you don't really believe it. You focus on that petty bullshit or next job or whatever. It's only looking back, by comparison with what comes after, that you really understand. That's what happiness felt like. I finally got steady work with a good outfit. Nothing like that in the NCR these days.
No, I'm not saying this was a mistake. I'm just... Are you sure these guys know what they're doing? They seem kind of green.
I know, but that's where I come in. Just wait. In a few years, I'll be running my own crew. As soon as I make the connections I need. Then I can give you anything you want. And little Mary, too.
I never worried about you before. Must be my mama instincts kicking in. Who knew I had those, huh?
Come on, you're great with her. And you don't need to worry about me. Most of it's just running security for the she. A lot of standing around looking tough.
Well, they sure picked the right person for that job.
Listen, it's gonna be great here. See this? This is what's gonna keep you and Mary safe. I promise.
I know, Connie. I'm sure we're gonna be really happy here.
We are. You'll see. That's okay. I got it.
Let's keep looking. I'll connect you to the next intact memory.
It doesn't seem too bad now. There's a guy that's had a hard time in his youth, I guess. Alright.
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg? You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you? Just so you know, they died like dogs. And you weren't there to help them.
I found another memory to try. I'll connect you.
Alright, guess we're going that way. I guess they died.
Mind if we sit down?
Suit yourself. I don't remember much from that time. It all kind of blends together. There was almost always a bar, though. That's universal.
Alright, and Wastelander.
There was always a job for someone like me. Didn't matter what it was. Didn't matter who I was supposed to kill. I got pretty good at it.
This is the whole...
There's always someone who wanted someone else dead. Sometimes just roughed up, but dead was usually what they wanted. Sometimes they thought they could cheat me. That was usually only when I first arrived somewhere. Didn't matter to me. I just took it as part of the job. Little extra thrown in for free. I always got paid in the end. One way or another.
Ah, so this is the mercenary after the death of his...
I didn't care where I was going. Ended up mostly wandering east. Getting as far away from San Francisco as I could, maybe.
So, I hear you'll take care of people's problems. Is that right?
If you pay me.
Oh, we'll pay you. And, you'll do this all by yourself?
That's right.
We pay you when the job's done. Is that okay?
That's the way you want to do it? So who do you want dead?
Well, it's like this. There's his family. Lives down the creek a ways.
Well, we seem to be getting closer. Try this next one.
Right. Here. All neurons.
Mr. Kellogg, I'm glad you decided to meet with me.
So,
obviously
you're with the Institute.
Changed.
I finally ended up in the Commonwealth. I kinda ran out of road. Plus, I'd come to terms with life. I wasn't gonna be stupid enough to get mixed up with caring about other people again. It was just me against the world. And the world had it coming. I wanted to see for myself. You heard all sorts of rumors about the Institute. But I figured they were just a convenient boogeyman for anything bad that ever happened. They were real, all right. They didn't know anything about operating on the surface. Relied on their synths for everything. They had the resources I needed, and I had the expertise they needed. Turned into a permanent arrangement. Suited me just fine. You really existed.
We do, as you can see.
Oh, really? There's a memory access for this?
First synths weren't all that impressive. I'm good, but I'm not that good. But the Institute could always make more, and kept making them better each time. They still give me the creeps, but you have to get used to them if you want to work with the Institute. What do you want?
It's come to my attention that you've been rather disruptive of our operations lately. This must stop.
I do what people pay me to do. If that's a problem for you, I can see only one way out.
And what's that, Mr. Kellogg?
If I'm working for you, there's no more problem. From what I hear, you can afford me.
I don't think you fully understand the situation you're in.
I think I do.
Very well. B-748. Initiate.
Oh, look at that. Like a boss.
Systems offline. Impressive. We may have something to talk about after all.
Getting warmer. One of these has got to tell us something.
I agree.
We're running out of brain here. There's one that looks mostly intact. Connecting now.
Manual override initiated.
Bastard, this is me.
Cryogenic stasis suspended.
Vault computers are still working.
I was now the Institute's main operator in the Commonwealth. If they needed something done, they came to me. It wasn't usual for anybody from the Institute to come along on a mission, so this one stood out. I didn't know then who it was we were grabbing from the vault. Of course, neither did they. Not really.
That's good. Checking through the logs.
The eggheads never liked taking orders from a dirty, contaminated degenerate like me. But they needed me, and I made sure they knew it.
Hopefully it's all...
Just find it.
Okay.
On C6, down the hall near the end.
Oh look, everyone's waking up.
I never knew why we didn't just refreeze the rest of them. But we had our orders. Guess the old man didn't want so many loose ends. Too bad he left alive the one person he shouldn't have.
Oh, it's me right here.
Even then, I knew it was a mistake leaving him alive. I understood that kind of revenge. No one better. But I was cocky enough to assume I could handle some soft, pre-war vault dweller, even if he somehow got thawed out. At least I know those Institute bastards will soon get what's coming to them, too. If he could take me out, they won't be able to hide from him for long.
I agree. I agree.
I'm glad I didn't have to kill the kid. I'm not saying I haven't done it, but, I never liked to. And yeah, I guess it did remind me of, her. Yeah, I'm a cold-hearted bastard for sure, but, still human. Better this way, though. Better than taking her kid and leaving her alive.
I don't know about that, man.
This is the one. Here.
Oh, so everyone wakes up. God, to see this again? Really?
Are we okay?
Almost. Everything's going to be fine.
Come here. Come here, baby.
No, I've got him.
Let the boy go. I'm only going to tell you once.
I'm not giving you Shaun.
God damn it. Get the kid out of here and let's go. At least we still have a backup.
Who the heck is pushing me?
Cryogenic sequence reinitialized.
What's the holdup? I'm almost finished, Kellogg. I just need to confirm. Come on. All right, we're good.
I'm sorry you had to go through that again. I found another intact memory. Whenever you're ready.
Yeah, thanks. I had to relive that torment once again. Alright.
Is that your son? This appears to be a very recent memory, so good news.
Wasn't my idea to settle down with the kid in the middle of Diamond City. I thought it was a terrible idea, actually. But it was one of the old man's pet projects, so here we were. Me and the kid, like a happy little family. I ended up kind of liking it. A reminder of what my life might have been if things had turned out differently. But there's no going back. I knew it was just temporary. It'd be back to normal business before too long.
Alright, let's see what he has to say.
This whole setup in Diamond City was part of some elaborate plan of the old man's. Seems obvious now that we were bait for our friend from the vault. Timing couldn't have been an accident. It's not how the old man works. I wonder if he outsmarted me in the end. Another loose end tied up.
Kellogg.
It's okay. One of these days you're gonna get your head blown off just barging in here like that.
Minimizing my exposure.
The new breed of synths could easily pass as human. Some of them did. But the coursers, they weren't built to blend in. They were killing machines, pure and simple. Smarter, stronger, and faster than almost any real human. I'm just glad they were always on my side.
To civilians is a priority.
Forget I said anything. So what's the big crisis this time?
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute.
Left? As in?
He's gone rogue. Name's Dr. Brian Virgil.
Brian
He's
Virgil?
hiding somewhere in the glowing sea. Here's his file.
Wow. Some heads are gonna roll for this. Capture and return, or just eliminate? This whole setup in Diamond City was part of some elaborate... The new breed of synths could easily pass as human. Some of them did. But the coursers...
jeez.
They weren't built to blend in. They were killing machines.
Wanted to see if you can actually read
pure
the
and
file
simple.
based on his memories.
Smarter, stronger, and faster than almost any real human. I'm just glad they were always on my side.
Elimination. He was working on a highly classified program.
No kidding. One of the top bioscience boys? Damn. So, I guess you're taking the kid back with you.
Affirmative. Your only mission is to locate and eliminate Virgil.
You're taking me home to my father?
Yes. Stand next to me and hold still.
Okay.
Alright. What the heck's going on here?
X688. Ready to relay with Shaun.
Bye, Mr. Kellogg. I hope I see you again soon.
What?
Bye.
Teleportation. Now it all makes sense. Nobody's found the entrance to the Institute because there is no entrance. Let me pull you out of there as soon as you're ready.
Oh, here? Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, man, I feel kind of bad now killing Kellogg. He wasn't really too bad, I guess. I don't know.
Slow movements, okay? I don't know what kind of side effects the procedure might have had. No one's ever done this before. How do you feel?
I feel fine.
I'm okay, Doctor. Thank you.
That's good, but I want you to keep monitoring yourself. We have to be sure there's no long-term damage. Are you ready to talk about what happened in there?
Teleportation, Kellogg's life. Are you Virgil?
I
Kellogg's
saw
life.
Kellogg's life. The man who ruined my family. The man I killed.
That's right. He was a human being just like the rest of us, and he had reasons for being what he was, however cruel. How does that make you feel?
Doesn't matter. I don't know. I hate him more. I forgive him.
It wasn't all his fault. I can't blame him for everything that happened.
If I were a priest, I would say forgiveness is a good thing. We're getting off track. The important thing is that we discovered the Institute's greatest secret.
A teleportation.
The only question is, what do we do now?
Virgil.
That scientist Kellogg was supposed to track down. Virgil. We need to find him.
You're right. A rogue Institute scientist could answer all kinds of questions. Where did the memory say he was? The glowing sea? That doesn't make sense. No one goes there. Not even if they were desperate.
Perfect hiding spot.
That's why he's there. To make the Institute think twice about following him.
That must be it. He's using the radiation in the glowing sea like a shield, or a cloak. A way to throw them off and be at an advantage. If Virgil found a way to survive there, you'll have to do the same. If you're going to follow him.
I'll find a way.
I'll find a way to get through the rads. Don't worry.
Good luck. And be safe. By the way, I unplugged Mr. Valentine first. Removed the implant while you were waking up. He's waiting for you upstairs.
Alright. Let's go check on Mr. Valentine here. There you are, buddy.
Nick.
Hope you got what you were looking for inside my head. I was right. I should have killed you when you were on ice.
Kellogg?
Kellogg? Is that you?
What? What are you talking about?
You sounded like Kellogg.
Sounded like Kellogg just then.
Did I? Huh. Mari said there might be some mnemonic impressions left over. Anyway, I feel fine, so let's get going. Or I could head back to Diamond City, since you've got company already.
Glowing sea.
We have to head into the glowing sea. Any advice?
I'm a synth, so radiation isn't much of an issue for me, but an old suit of power armor might just be the guardian angel you're looking for. That, or you could buy up all the Rad-X and Rad-Away you can find from any chem dealer who's got it in stock.
I'm gonna keep curious.
I'll see you around, Nick.
Good luck out there. You know where to find me.
Alright. Well, guys, thank you very much for watching. If you like, please like, favorite, and subscribe. There'll be plenty more Fallout 4, but until then, have a nice day.